Okay, now we start with file push to get.py.
Okay, so the problem in push to get is that first is there's missing documentation. There's a typo in docstring in method push to get, so we can just change it to it's in the fourth line configure the user, so we can just change it. And there's pool testing. There's no test cases, so we can just add some test cases later. And there's some bad coding style. The code is basically it's not following PEP8 style, and there's poor use of white space in like some lines. There's trailing white spaces, and we can just delete them. And there's there are two lines. There's wait, line 6 in line 63. There's a trailing a semicolon, so we can just remove it. That's all for push to get.py.
So next we're switching to dboec.py. Leo, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leo, can you read your inspection for this file?
Sure. There's some missing documentation. Like some of them don't have doc strings, or the doc strings are incomplete. Like for example, a lot of them have doc strings, but they don't have don't know what it's called, but it's the thing where you show that you write the input and then it tells you what output there is. Also, one weird thing about this that should be fixed is the coding style, where the naming convention is kind of varied throughout. Like some variable names use camel case, but others use underscore. So we should fix that by choosing one of the two and then just making that the convention from now on. Like, yeah, here you can see update XML uses the underscore, but Crisis uses camel case. And there's also some trailing white space throughout the code, and it can be easily removed. Yeah, but other than that, I didn't find any bugs, so that's good.
You done?
Yeah, I think that's all I have for.
Okay. So we have record mine and yours. All right. So now we start from for my part. I'm reviewing the code of cscc01, and first I found some bugs in his code, in her code. The first one is the print result will result in infinite loop. So in the dboec.py, in the underscore string underscore class of planet, if it will create a database, convert XML file to dictionary, update XML, then print the database. So when it print the database, it will goes into the infinite loop. So, but this one, I think it's already fixed. We add an if statement to check if the attributes of planet is system or not. So, and second one, I found another bug in get XML. Get XML. So get XML cannot encode in UTF-8, and get it was happened in function 2XML. 2XML is here. Yeah. The get ML with the system name 50 Cancri, we cannot encode it in UTF-8. So in order to fix it, we try using a different way to encode. Yeah. So the third one we found in her code is unreadable code. This is what we need to do. To do is left in get XML. So the location of this is in getxml.py in function st2xml. stml. The command line mass might have type attributes. We'll deal with it in the future. So maybe we'll complete it in. Maybe her will complete this part in next spring. She will. Okay. So the last one is another to-dos left in dboec.py and getxml.py. The attributes of systems, binary, star, and planet need to be updated. Need to be updated. So maybe she will complete in the next spring as well. So that's all the code inspection of mine. Yeah. So next one. Who's next one?
Okay, I'll do the next one. I'm reviewing for code merge.py, dboec.py, and that was created by Mingyu Chen and Jiachen Lorenda, and as in the screen, we are at merge.py. In this function, we actually detected some bugs in the testing cases. As we are merging some very big databases, there are some expected output that's not in the result. So the output database is actually smaller than the resource database. I guess Chen will fix it in the next spring. And there are pool coding styles all over these files. In this file, you can see there are lots of nested loops in this file. It will make the reader harder to follow, and it will be easy to create bugs inside, and the bugs will be hard to detect. There are also pool coding style that the code is not following pep8 format. There are overlays, like there are lines that are overlays, and it's kind of hard to read because some of the lines are actually going to a new line by default, and also I think the code here is not modular, so I guess Chen could actually make helper functions since we have generated our own data structure, like those classes. They can have helper function inside those classes. And also in these files, also, not only in merge.py, but also dboec and convert.py. It's missing lots of documentation, so it will make the reader hard to follow, like what each functions are doing and like which lines are doing what. So I guess he is going to add some necessary comments for these files. And now, Lorena, you can do the inspection.
Okay, so I was reviewing Zeyu Li's code, and in his code there's not many bugs, but there are several like design clarities. For example, in main.py, sending email notifications does not have an option for user to enter their email address. So my suggestions is to add a statement that acquire user's input of email address, and others like auto updates command does not have an option for user to set the time interval, or sending email notification does not have an option for user to enter their no, this is the duplicate one. Auto updates cannot be shut down after existing our software. And there's another design problem because we have saved database into local files. So we have to run or update command at the first time. If run other commands, maybe it will crash since check file exists statement have not been placed. So he might add check statement for checking if the local file exists in next sprint. And that's all.
Okay. So
Yeah, I guess that's it for our coding section.